Well, good evening. Okay, now I am back with one more concept. Though the title says forces as vectors. Okay, this problem, I think I asked in one of the tests for my students, and out of 18 to 20 students, I think nobody got correct. Okay, everyone made a mistake. Now let us understand what is so special about it. Let us read the problem. See, there is one force 3 Newton, other force 4 Newton, which has been attached to this mass M. The angle made between 3 Newton force and the OP, and the OP is nothing but 30 degrees over here. And the angle made between 4 Newton and the force is 60 degrees. So totally amounting to be 90 degrees. So whenever you have a right angle triangle, see what happens is, we call this a blind intuition. So whenever we have a right angle triangle and one of the edges is 3 and the other one is 4, then the last edge would be 5. This is something which we already know. Okay. Now, what the students have done is, they have also done the same thing. Okay. You had a 3 and a 4. If I put the 3 here and you put the 4 over here, the resultant of this should be equal to 5 units. This is what they have thought of. And finally, they thought, okay, the angle between them is 90, and as a result of this, this should be equal to 5 units. So therefore, this could be your resultant, because you see, when you have something like this, I can join it like this, and this, I can pull it like this over here, somewhere it pulls up. And as a result of it, this length should be 5 units. And this mg should be equal to 5 newtons, or m should be equal to 0.5 kg, because that is a question. If this is what is given to you, the mass m is not moving vertically, what will be its mass in kgs? What is the mass of this m in kgs? This is what has been asked. Now, this approach is totally wrong. So whenever you have something like 3 and 4 representing the sides of a triangle, you cannot say, though you get this one here, you cannot always say that the mass is equal to 5. This would be incorrect. Now let us read the question here. Conceptually, there's a lot of meaning over here. It says if the mass m is not moving vertically, why shouldn't it move vertically? First question. Why shouldn't it move vertically? Now, if I say it is not moving vertically, which means the point here is at the stationary point. It is not moving in this direction upwards. Now let us understand what's happening here. So here, this is 3 Newton. The component of this vector along this direction is 3 cos 30. 3 cos 30. The component of 4 Newton along the vertically upward direction is 4 cos 30. Okay. This is the total force acting out upwards. If I find out what is this value, it will be 3 into cos 30 should be root 3 by 2 plus 4 into, cos 30. This is cos 60 here, right? Yeah, cos 60. This will be half. Together, if you ask me what is the total force, this should be 3 into root 3 divided by 2 plus 2. This is the total force that is acting upwards. Now let us look the forces acting here. This side force is nothing but, see, this angle is 30 over here. So this side force should be 4 cos 30. And this side force should be, now this angle is 60 over here. This should be 3 cos 60. Now let us find out what is this value. This should be 4 root 3 by 2, which should be 2 root 3. And this should be 3 into half, which is equal to 1.5. Now you see, this force is larger than this force. As a result of it, what will happen? The knot which you see here, okay, it will not stand over here, but instead this is a unbalanced force. See, this is 2 root 3 Newton, this is 1.5 Newton. This force is larger. So you should expect the mass to move like this. You should expect the mass to move like this, right? So if the mass is moving like this, so it means the point is moving like that. The point O is moving like that. This is the mass attached to this. Now what will happen to this one here? Now here, the force, total force acting here is nothing but 3 root 3 by 2 plus 4, or what is the answer I got? I got this as 3 root 3 by 2 plus 1.5. Let me simplify it once more. 1.5 root 3 plus 2. This is the force that I get along the vertical direction. 1.5 root 3 plus 2 along the vertical direction and 2 root 3 along the horizontal direction. Is it 2 root 3? No, 2 root 3 minus 1.5 along the horizontal direction. Now, let us read the question once again. It says if the mass m is not moving vertically, which means the mass m is not moving. There's only this part of it is moving. Which means what? Why doesn't it move? Because the sum of the forces along the vertical y direction is equal to 0. The algebraic sum is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore, now what should you infer from here? We should now say 1 by 5 root 3 plus 2 multiplied by g is equal to m into g, right? So, sorry, not g. This is equal to so much. Our m should be equal to 1.5 root 3 plus 2 divided by g. Let us calculate what is this value. Let me use my calculator. Okay. Just a moment. Yes. 1.5 into 1.732 equal to 2.598 plus 2 will become 4.598 divided by 10. When I do this, I get an answer is equal to 0.4598. Get an answer equal to 0.46 kgs. 0.46 kgs. Thus, the answer there will not be equal to 0.5 kgs. So here's put 0.5 kgs over here. So the answer is not 0.5 kgs by this logic. This should have been 0.46 kgs. Hope you have understood the concept over here. Okay. For today, we'll stop over here. Thank you, friends, for watching the video. Next class, we will see about one more misconception and we'll explore further topics based on it. Thank you.